Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's an awkward time, so I'm not sure that many people will hop on. But I had a feeling to jump on and just discuss a couple of things today that have been coming up today with a few clients and that sort of thing, which have been really interesting. And one of them comes back to I have a client who has started on a self-love journey, which is beautiful. Hey, my darling Ro, I love you. Which is beautiful. But she has found so many parts of her life is starting to break down, and there is chaos in different parts of her life which she hasn't wanted. And one of the things that we usually turn to self-love for is so that we can start to create some stability and safety feeling within ourselves so that we do not have to look outside for validation. And one thing that usually happens is we notice how far on either end of the pendulum our emotions can start to swing. And whenever you're in any kind of a journey, usually you start to notice just how much you react to different things. And one of the key things that I keep on telling my students about and my clients about is you really want to focus on bringing neutrality to your emotions. So you don't want to be swinging too far one way, because then you're naturally going to try and swing so far the other way. You really want to start to create this neutrality and become the observer of your emotions instead of letting them govern you. So what does an observer mean? It means that you look, you observe, you hold space without judgment. And this is a really, really big one. Usually it's not the quality of time, the quantity of time that someone spends with us that's so important. It's the quality, it's their ability to be able to hold space and not necessarily understand everything that's going on, but appreciate that it's real for you and aren't judgmental of that. And they don't make it about them. And that's exactly what we do when we become the observer in a self-love journey. Is we don't take everything personally. We don't make these big grand judgments on ourselves. We literally sit with different truths that are uncomfortable, and we allow that possibility to still mean that we are worthy, even though we have these things that we've labeled bad or shortcomings or whatever. And any time that we fall back into old habits, which we know are feeding into our ego and are looking for external validations, we're so quick to judge ourselves and to say, that's bad, why am I doing this? I'm not making any progress. But in actual fact, let's label them mistakes. Those mistakes are actually mistakes. You can try it again. Okay, ready for another take? Let's try that again. And usually what happens is when we start to open up, everything starts to come cloudy and foggy and chaotic, because it's literally all the old shit lifting up so that it can clear out, so that you don't need it anymore. What is unneeded for your journey to self-love is literally going to be falling away. And it's not necessarily in alignment with the amount of chaos is how quickly it falls away. But sometimes when we get really serious, it's like, no, I am not. This behavior is not going to continue. That's usually when some things step up to see how serious we are about following through with them. So don't take that chaos as a bad omen. Don't take it to mean that you're not doing the right thing or anything like that. This usually means it's a lot of old energy that's clearing its way so that you can have all the new good stuff brought into your life. So appreciate it. Look for the good. Create the possibility that this is all for you and not happening to you. And just believe that this self-love journey is the most important thing that you can possibly do. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope these words helped you. And yeah, I'm just sending you major amounts of love. Mwah.